Hi, welcome to Best Friends. It's our real summertime issue for a change. Although, depending on what day it is, it may not feel like summer. But there are some days that it is quite warm, and so you need to start being conscious of taking your pets with you, particularly your dog. This whole year you've been fine taking your dog with you and then going in and doing whatever shopping you needed to do. Things are going to change now for a couple of 3 months. You need to be real conscious of the weather. Obviously, if it's raining and cool and you need a coat outside, then it's an okay day for your dog. But if the sun is shining even intermittently, and temperatures are warm enough that you don't need a jacket, you probably want to leave your dog at home, because gosh, that happy dog that you left in the car can become a dog in danger really fast. But now let's talk about cats at the shelter. We have one who is actually communing with our rat right now. This is Winky, and you can change his name. He's already told me that he would welcome it. He wouldn't mind at all. He is a kitty that does not look as wonderful as his inside is. He's a sleeper. That doesn't mean he sleeps a lot. It means like he is a phenomenal cat, but looks rather ordinary. He is a black and white, basically a tuxedo, except he lacks the little white paws. He is great with other cats. He is already neutered. He is about 4 years old, perhaps, and judging from his behavior here, he might even be quite a mouser. Hard to know. He likes other cats. He is going to be good with small children. He is fairly bomb-proof, usually. He's had some catnip, you know, and this is very cat behavior. He's playing. But he is a very solid, healthy guy. This is Allie. The cat that I had just showed you, the black and white guy, Winky, has been with us since March. Allie, and I don't know whether that's as in Alley Cat. I suspect it probably is. Although she really, you know, there's nothing particularly ordinary about her. She is a tortoiseshell, and each tortoiseshell is just as individual as a fingerprint. So she's a solid little cat. Very, very, when you lift her up, you'll feel it. I mean, she looks like a small cat, but this cat is really dense and heavy. And I always like that in a cat. It makes you feel like you're snuggling substance. Anyway, she is a lovely girl, pretty mellow for a tortoiseshell, and I can't remember whether she's already spayed or not. I think she probably is, and so she would be ready to go home with you. She's not particularly fond of the rat. Not a mouser, this one. This is Garfield. No, really, that is his name. It's Garfield. And I suspect he wasn't named after our local elementary school. However, he is a very solid marmalade tabby cat. He is 5 years old. His family was moving and could not keep him any longer, a story that we hear over and over in this economy, and we regret it every time we hear it, but we're glad we could be here to help them and help Garfield. Could we shorten that to maybe old Gar here or something? Anyway, this is a very mellow cat. He has a high interest level in anything that's going on around him. You've heard about Curiosity and the cat. Hopefully it's not going to do this one any harm, but he is very alert, which is a very good thing, and interested in catnip and treats and people. And I don't know how he does with other cats or with dogs. That's something that we are always willing to help you assess when you come to adopt, though, because certainly we have plenty of other cats and dogs available to test him with. This is Barney. Barney is a brown tabby. He's an agouti, meaning that the tabby pattern is stippled. Barney is really getting off on catnip here and really likes it. He needs a home that's going to be very tolerant of this kind of behavior, and actually Barney would make a good barn cat. He's very friendly and loving, but I think he's been an outdoor cat mostly. And I would not make him an outdoor cat in the city simply because I'm afraid that our bird population would really suffer if you did that. Hey, dude. But other than that, he is a very solid, strong, sturdy cat and is not afraid of much. This is a beautiful, I mean, you could call this one a blue, and I think you would be, it would be correct. Solid color, no markings visible, just velvety, shiny gray, silver. Definitely a mouser. We have a litter of these guys. There were 3 of them. And they have a genetic abnormality in their tails. One of them has a puff like a bunny, and the other 2 have this 3/4 length tail that has a curve in it. People often ask us if it's been injured, but there are quite a few cats that are actually born with that. It clearly is a genetic trait, and it does give them a very distinctive appearance. But this little girl is just beautiful, and she is more than fascinated with this rat that's over here in the corner. She's thinking that that would make her day to get over there and introduce herself. Well, I really suspect that maybe introducing herself is not uppermost on her mind. She is an absolute beauty. This is Luna. It's odd because, you know, I've talked about the fact that we'll have color patterns that are predominant. Luna is a tortie point, actually, or torbie point to be more accurate. You can see the colors mingling in her ears and on the top of her head, but she does have some striping running through it. You can have a cat that is a pointed cat without sacrificing pattern within those points. So you get some very interesting combinations, and this is one of them. Luna is similar to the cat that I have in my office. Of course, this one's 1.5 years, and the one I have in my office is 11. The Luna in my office is a lynx point, which is the striped pattern running through the points. And this one is the torbie, which is the tortoiseshell and tabby pattern running through the points. Always they have blue eyes though, and that's how you can tell that they are a pointed cat. And she is just wonderful. She's affectionate and interested. She's engaged with her surroundings and the people around her. She is not particularly shy, and I think she would adjust to almost any kind of household. Not totally sure how she would do with other cats or dogs, but I'd be willing to bet that she would give it her best shot to get along with almost anybody. This is Joey and Abby. These are two of a litter of, oh goodness, I think it was 5 when it came in, and 3 of them have been adopted. They are, probably a little over 8 weeks. They're probably at 10 weeks at this point, and absolutely adorable. They are in a condo in the front office, a tall one with shelves and toys in it, and they keep everyone in the front office laughing. It's just, they are so active and willing to fall off of things and throw themselves off of swings and shelves, and they box with their mouse that's hanging in there, and it's just so funny. They're adorable, and who can resist a kitten? Not me, that's for sure. Anyway, these guys are available. We don't have many kittens right now, but a day or 2 ago we had 22. So, you know, they are being adopted very quickly, but we certainly do have them. This one came to us with kittens. They have been in foster care. Our mom has been in foster care with them, and is now successfully placed her babies, and it's her turn. This cat is absolutely beautiful. She is built like, has a fur coat like an Oriental short hair, and I believe probably has a rather generous amount of that genetic background. You can see how angular and pointed her head is, and her coat is barely a 1/4 inch long, and this is a rather unusual short hair. You don't see that on a general American short-haired cat. This one I think is special. Anyway, she is a lovely girl, has a terrific disposition, is very likely to be an excellent mouser, but I think that should be incidental because she'll be a hunter anyway. She needs to be an indoor cat, and she's going to be very happy with toys and a family to keep her busy. She doesn't need to be outdoors. What a beautiful girl. How lucky is a family to get her. Goodness. This is a really lovely little calico guinea pig that, and you know, we also call them cavies. But these guys make terrific pets. This one would rather not meet the camera. They can be a little shy. And I've removed his house or we wouldn't get a very good picture of, actually I don't think it's a him, I think it's a her. But these do make good pets. People occasionally make them a first pet, and I don't think that's really fair to the guinea pig. It's not a great starter pet for a kid. First of all, because it does take rather specialized care, and second, because they are kind of fragile. So for an older kid who wants to actually have a companion and is willing to learn the behaviors and understand when their cavie is telling them something in particular, then they do. You'll notice the alfalfa cubes in here. We keep those for them so that, or Timothy cubes, so that they have something to chew on all the time because their teeth need to be worn down. and they do play with toys. They do have some nutritional needs and so forth that aren't filled by just garden variety bags of guinea pig chow. So, but still, they're a really interesting pet, and they can be just as responsive as any dog or cat. They don't change the expression on their face much, and so you have to be more attuned to their body language. But as you can see, they like being touched and petted. They love being brushed with a toothbrush. They're really wonderful pets. This is the guinea pig that came in with the one that we had just talked about, but this one is a male. In guinea pig parlance, that's a boar. And for obvious reasons, we have him separated from his lady love. We really don't need any more little guinea pigs. But again, it can be a wonderful pet. You have to be aware. These guys don't always do well with being kenneled together. Sometimes if you have a dominant male, they will, they will keep the other pig from eating or block its access to resources, and that is never a good thing. So always have to have a supply of vitamin C for these guys. They don't manufacture their own. They're one of the few other animals like humans who don't make their own vitamin C. We have a lot more cats. We just don't have time to show you all of them. Stick with us though, because we do have dogs, and we'll meet you again over in the Dog Get Acquainted area. Hi, thanks for sticking with us in our Dog Get Acquainted area. This is Rosie. Rosie is a corgi, probably mixed with something. I would suspect, lab maybe, don't know. But I can tell you that Rosie has some very characteristic corgi behaviors. She is a wonderful dog, but she probably will chase cats, although she'd probably prefer that the cats not run too fast because she is an older corgi. Rosie has some food aggression issues, which is also very common in corgis, particularly dominant little corgi females. Not that there is any food aggression issue with humans, just with other dogs. Other than that, she will get along well with other dogs. You know, this is a herding breed, and they come with a full complement of genetic characteristics that you have to be aware of. They're very big on anticipation. Usually they will stick right by your foot once that they have bonded with you, and often stick so close by your feet that you trip over them. And that's just being corgi. If they've ever been to one place before, they will tell you that they've been there when you go again. And they really love routine. Most dogs do, but the herding breeds seem to be particularly kind of meshed with that characteristic. They will shed. Yes, you do, don't you? Yes, I'm sure. Mine do. But it's something that's manageable. I give mine a good brushing like every week or so, and then they get groomed about every 5 weeks, and that keeps the shedding down to a dull roar. I think Rosie is a terrific dog. I rather suspect she's good with kids. I would recommend that you bring children that you're planning to have in a home that's sharing with her down here. most corgis seem to be pretty good with kids. I have, of course, an exception, but generally speaking, they are. This is Ruger. Ruger is a designer breed called a Puggle. That means he is half Puggle and half Pug, and half Beagle. I'm not sure about what the rest of this is going on. He's got a flea allergy. He has an extremely distractible disposition. He is half Beagle, which means he has got to have secure confinement because these guys will follow their nose anywhere. I don't know what being a pug does for him other than give him a lot of wrinkles on his little face. But he is, as I said, exceedingly high energy, and definitely you would want to make sure this dog got 3 times the exercise you would normally provide for a dog. He is also going to have training because he is so easily distracted that he needs to learn focus, and that's about the only way I know to do that. Clearly, food is a great focus for him, but unless you plan to spend your life with a meatball in your pocket, you need training too. Of course, he's just barely past being a puppy, so some of that will disappear. Yes, you're a very funny dog. That's what you are. You're very funny. Look at how funny you look. Oh, so worried. Goodness gracious. What a worried little fella. This little girl is kind of an enigma, really. We know that she's got some bully breed in there, but her face, as if you could see her face, makes her look like she's really old, but her body and her teeth age her at about 1.5 years or 2. I think probably she's got some German short hair in there because that would account for the red color and the grizzling on her face. So when you look at her, don't think that this is an old dog because it's not. However, she is a fairly calm dog. We don't know what her background is. I do know that she's pretty food driven. She has a great body weight. She is going to have to be, could you turn around and sit? How would we do that? How would we do that, huh? You're just so fascinated with the food, I can't get past it, can I? Whole cup? Oh, maybe not. Anyway. She is not going to go into a household with another female dog. It's just too risky because of the bully breed kind of thing. And she definitely does need secure confinement. If you have dogs in your household, we would definitely recommend that you bring them to meet her on neutral ground before they go home. She has been wonderful with just about everybody here, people and dogs alike. So this is just a cautionary tale. Yes, it is. Yes, you're very sweet. Yes, you are. She has a very soft mouth, and I think probably she would be a great family dog. She's the kind of dog that, you know, you look at her and then you look away and you don't think about it, but if you spend any time with her, she has enough personality that you'll want to spend more time with her. And the fact that she is so interested in food, although, you know, it's been a battle since I've been trying to show her to you, is a wonderful plus for training her. I love a food-driven dog. Yes, I do. It just makes life so much easier. You stop it. Really, stop it. This is Ladybug. Ladybug is about 1.5 years old. She's already spayed. She has separation anxiety. Excuse me. I would really rather not have you pull on your collar quite so hard. Okay? Okay. Ladybug has separation anxiety, and if you leave her out of a crate and leave her alone in the house, she will eat the house. She, though, has a huge need for exercise, and so after about a year of maybe living with a family that jogs compulsively, it would be fine. I know. What? She does much better when there has been a lot of activity in her life. She does need secure confinement because she will take off and follow anyone who is moving past your house. Also, as you can hear, she has some anxiety issues. As you can see, she has some anxiety issues. And see, this is a classic sign of stress in a dog. And part of that is because this is a weird environment and she's looking at a camera and she's not totally sure that it won't eat her. Smart dog. Anyway, Ladybug maybe has lab in her, but I rather suspect that she also has some herding breed in there somewhere. She is more than willing to be your friend. She has some training. She knows sit and shake, and probably even knows how to respond when you call her. That doesn't necessarily mean she will. Great jogging partner. Perfect for that. Anyway, Ladybug and I want to thank you for visiting with us today, and we hope that you come to the shelter soon. Remember, if you did see a pet on the show, you are more than welcome to give us a call and see if that pet is still here. Our adoptions happen on a fairly short cycle, and so chances are when you see this, if you see it at the end of the month, then the animal that you've seen might have already been adopted. But remember that there are always more very deserving animals coming in, and so if you want to come visit, you're very likely to find the perfect companion for you. Remind you too to make sure that your animals are currently immunized for the summer and that everyone is licensed. If you have a licensed pet and you're going on vacation, call us, because we will make sure that your vacation information and who is keeping your pet is current in our computer, and that way if something does happen, we will know who to contact. And that's always a very good thing. It's amazing to me how many things can happen when a family is out of town, and if we don't have reaching information, then it's really problematic for the owner and for the pet. Yeah. Have a great summer.